Hi everybody, it's me Maria with Nail Nation on Facebook and Nail Nation 3000 here on YouTube, and I just wanted to share with you a design that I came up with holidays in mind, but also with the idea of something you could change the base color and carry it over into any fun festive event you're going to, or parties, or just, just to change it up a bit, but that could be fun and really pull off a holiday look. So what I wanted to do was something that was sort of like funky, swirly candy cane design, solid on one side, and I used the Hexa-Glitters like this down the center. If you don't have Hexa-Glitter, very small rhinestones work, but it is kind of a lot of work to put a lot of rhinestones on, or you can use something that's along the lines of a holographic glitter polish and just dot it in its place. That works as well. And I did use my gold Spectraflare for the striping. I'm going to show you really quickly how I did that. But for those of you who do not have that available to you, just use a really nice soft golden color, or even a really soft pearl white would work. And so what we're going to do is we're going to take it step by step, and I'm going to show you everything I did here on my thumbnail so that you can go along with me. So you're going to need to have white polish, you're going to need to have red polish, you'll need your top coat, you'll need your pearl or gold that you're going to use for your stripe, your Hexa-Glitters and your glitter polish, and you're going to need a little bit of regular desk tape. And you will need a brush like this if you are using a regular polish, or if you're doing the Spectraflare mix that I'm doing, or striper brush, because your regular polish brush would probably make a mess. So you'll need that, and of course your stamping materials, which is your scraper, your stamping pad, and your holder if you have one. I used Red Angel Plate RA106, and we used this stamp right here. So you want to put on your base color. I used 17 High Gloss, which is a brand from the UK. It's called Risky Red. If you don't have access to this, because I'm not sure if really you can get it anywhere but the UK, it's very close to Big Apple Red by OPI. So anything in that family will work. You want just a really true red. Let it dry completely, and then add a coat of top coat. Let your top coat dry completely. The reason we do this is this assists in keeping the glue on your tape from sticking to the polish, because even if the polish is dry, it sticks a little bit more to polish than it does the top coat. And you can also put your fingers on your tape like this, and this just kind of helps take a little bit of the gumminess away. And this clear tape works a little bit better for me anyway than the cloudy desk tape does. It seems like that kind of holds the polish on the back side because it's sort of matte, and it kind of takes some of your image with it. So you just want to make sure that the seam for your nail polish line, doesn't matter over here so much, but that the line where you're going to be stamping across is smooth so that nothing goes underneath it. And for this, I'm using the Konad Special Polish in white, but oftentimes I use White On by Sally Hansen's Extreme. That really works well for me. And a lot of people use Sally Hansen, the Insta-Dry. They say that that works really well for them too. So you're going to scrape the image after you put the tape on. You're going to roll across your image, and you're going to get it here, and you're going to transfer it. So what you're going to do is you're going to take it from the smallest end on the inside. You're going to go just off of your nail, and you're going to roll it across over the tape as well, just like this. And don't worry if you miss anything here, you can always go back and stamp just a little bit. And I'm going to show you real quick how to do that. It's actually super, super easy. You can just take a little bit of your image and wipe it away with a Q-tip and simply stamp over your corner there and kind of hide that. So you'll take a little bit of the same side that you're missing, and you'll roll it over, and it'll look just like this. And then you just take your Q-tip with a little remover on it, and then you just simply take away any amount that you don't want, just like this. And you can just take it right here and roll it back across, and it covers it up. So that's just an easy way too to patchwork if you have a larger nail plate than the image, or if you just missed it a little. And then you can just use the Q-tip to kind of clean up around your edges like that. Then we're simply going to remove this, and you'll have a perfect line between your red and your image. Now, this is how I make the SpectraFlair solution that I used for my line here. And I'm just going to go over this really quickly because there is a whole video on how to do it. I have a Golden Sunbeam color, and that's actually the name of it, and it is a SpectraFlair powder. I just take a very small amount because I'm not really making a whole lot because this is just for my thumb. And you want to take a little tiny bit and put it in a bowl, and you take your polish thinner like this, and since we're only doing a small amount, I'm only going to put like about 2.5 drops in there, and then I take my brush and I mix it up really, really well. And if you accidentally add too much liquid in there, all you have to do with the thinner is either let it sit for just a minute and it will thicken back up, or you can stir it, and also just blowing on it gently kind of makes it dry a little quicker. And so what I did, and this is the step where you're going to take your gold polish if you do not have this, and I take it and I just take my brush and gently run a line across here. And the good part about this is that you can kind of go over your red a little more, or you can go over your image a little more depending on what effect you want, how much more of one thing you want to show than the other. If you're using polish, please take your time, gentle strokes. You don't want to bleed through or drag any of your image off. And also, you definitely want to do 2 coats, so it's better to do 2 thin coats than 1 thick one. So now that we have our stripe on there, with the SpectraFlair, it's dry almost instantly, so we don't really have to wait for it. But for your polish, you just make sure it dries and it kind of gets a little bit gummy before you go to the next step. Then what we're going to do is I'm just going to dump a few of these out. They like to cling to this baggie, so I just kind of dump a few out. And you're going to take some top coat. If you're using the hexaglitters or stones of any kind, you're going to need your top coat for this stage. If you're using your glitters and glitter polishes, this is where you would take your dotting tool. So I'm going to go ahead and do this with a dotting tool because it will be the same step. You take a little top coat and put it here on the pad. And what I do is I take it and I go ahead and I put about 3 of the dots that I'm going to be doing. You pick up a hexie and you stick it on. And you just repeat this process, and you want them to be close together, almost touching. And it's okay if you have little mistakes or smudge inside your lines here on the gold, because your glitter dots or hexies are going to cover that up and kind of hide it. So don't worry so much about the line being perfect, because it's not going to show. And you just want to put them on real straight like this. And then you just apply 2 coats of top coat and you're actually done. And that's why it's kind of a fun design, because it's real simple. Anybody can do this. And if you don't have a stamping plate, you can actually take your brush and just create some little waves and use the tape the same way to keep you from coming over here onto your red. And just use your brush to make a few waves, same steps, and then just go over it the same way with the gold and the dots. And it actually creates a really cute, fun holiday look. So hopefully you enjoyed this. I hope that some of you will try it. If you have video responses, that would be really, really fun. And change it up. Do it in different colors. It'd be pretty with green and red. You could do it to make it more holiday. Or you can do it in other colors and going different directions, even diagonally and stuff for fun. So I hope that you enjoyed this and you have a great day.